Now, you've told us over the years how much you resent paying direct debits to the energy companies when they base it on estimated readings. You often end up overpaying, and it's often hard to get the companies to reduce those bills.
Well, today, the biggest energy company in the land, British Gas, says it's changing its policy for its 16 million customers. It says anyone who wants to can pay a monthly bill based on how much energy they've actually used. All their customers have to do is send in monthly meter readings. Rachel Burton has the story.
Back in the more clement summer months, a chilly wind blew through Britain's energy companies, as Ofgem told them to be more transparent in their pricing and more accurate in their billing. Today, British Gas shows how desperate it is to win back public affection, and it's written a letter to its customers inviting them to sign up to their Energy Smart scheme. What they promise is an end to estimated bills. You simply text or email in your gas or electricity meter reading each month. And they're also offering a free energy monitor to try to reduce consumption of energy in the home by showing you how much you use as you use it. And you might have noticed a big ad campaign to go alongside this. But British Gas is not the only company to offer schemes like this. E.ON, for example, offer accurate monthly billing to online customers and free monitors under certain schemes. First Utility go one step further. They offer smart meters like this, which read your energy usage and send the information back to the supplier remotely.
British Gas are providing a home display unit, which gives you an instantaneous feel about the energy you're using, but doesn't offer trends and graphs that we provide both on our bills and online to customers to enable them to be able to see how over a period of time they've been using energy.
Consumer organisations say it's important to encourage consumers to be aware of their energy use, but they also say energy suppliers must be more transparent in their pricing and billing. Even the managing director of British Gas says he finds his own bills confusing, and it's something you, our Working Lunch viewers, have frequently been in touch about.
British Gas actually make their bills very complicated. They have different rates that they use during the course of the month, and also recently when they changed their headline kilowatt rate, what they didn't tell you was they were changing the way they did their calorific calculation. It's actually very complicated to work out each month exactly what it is that you're going to be paying. We see that the rates are going down, the wholesale rates that they're paying, they don't seem to be coming through to the end consumer, so I'd like to see that. But I would also like to see a simpler bill and a much easier way of working out exactly what it is I owe every month.
So it boils down to the thorny issue of cost. For all the gimmicks and new technology, what we really want is lower bills. And as long as our energy suppliers claim they're at the mercy of wholesale prices, we have to be prepared for further fluctuations in our bills in the future.
Okay, well, Phil Bentley is Managing Director of British Gas and is with us. We'll come to the point that Rachel made, questioning about bill prices later on. I just want to be clear about what you're doing now, because you can give your meter readings in if you are a British Gas customer. What you're doing is changing it so that every month your meter reading can go in and your bill will fluctuate according to your monthly usage.
Yeah, exactly. Because what happens generally at the moment is either you pay the same amount on monthly direct debit all through the year, or you pay a quarterly bill, and often those are estimated as well. What we're now offering is a monthly bill, which is just for the energy that you've consumed yourself and no more. So you'll pay a little bit more in winter, less in summer, but it's the way people budget, and we think it's really what our customers want from us.
So what's made you do it now? Because customers have complained about this for years.
Well, you're right, of course, and we've also launched today what we call a listening package. We've written a letter in the press. We're contacting our customers to say we'd like to invite our customers into British Gas, lift the bonnet, if you like, on British Gas, find out how we buy our gas, find out where we're investing, making Britain's homes greener, and create a panel which they would then report publicly about what they find in British Gas. We're the only energy company that's prepared to do that today.
This can't have come as a sudden revelation to you. Customers have been complaining about this for years. So why act today?
I mean, Declan, you're absolutely right, and customers contact me every day, and listen, we don't always get it right, and I think it's an opportunity when we haven't got it right to fix things. And as you know, in the last 2.5 years since I joined British Gas, we've reduced complaints by 90%. We've got rid of the 0845 numbers, we've got rid of all the queuing on the menus, so it's a constant sort of journey to improve service, and this is the next step. We're not, you know, we can always do better, and that's what we're trying to do here.
I'm still not sure that actually answers the question.
Why are we doing it? Because we think...
Why is it taking you 2.5 years?
I guess we've been fixing other things as well, and that's part of the progress that British Gas has been making in this time.
Let's talk about the way we read our gas bills as well. I think you were speaking today, and you said you find it confusing, the way the bills are calculated. If you're finding it confusing now, how on earth do you expect us to figure it out?
It's a great question.
This is something you need to address.
It is a great question, and again, it's the feedback. Do people understand Tier 1 and Tier 2? Do they understand what goes into their bill? The transmission investment that's going into Britain to put new wind farms and bring electricity to our homes and new gas lines. This is all part of the bill, and what we're also announcing today in the panel is an opportunity to explain what goes into your bill, because frankly customers don't always understand it, and I think we as an energy company have to do a better job explaining the bill, and if you like, lifting the bonnet, not on British Gas as well as lifting the bonnet on our bills. It is confusing, and I agree with that.
Let's go back to the point that Rachel made at the end of her film, which is looking at the level of prices rather than how you actually structure the bill. Gas prices have been high. You say it's because that's the price you pay for it on the wholesale market. The wholesale market price has been falling. Does that mean we can now expect to see cheaper bills?
I mean, it's a great question, and it's exactly what's on people's minds here, because they want to know why haven't bills come down more? It's one of the reasons why we're having the panel, to explain how we, for example, buy our gas. Now, the gas that we're burning today was gas that we bought over a year ago with much higher prices. Now you'll say, well, does that mean that prices should come down next year? We'd like to think they can, and certainly we've been quick to lower prices when we can. We lowered prices twice this year. We are launching new products. We have lowered prices twice this year, and we've got some of the best offers around, lowest electricity, good prices on gas as well.
Can I ask you the question again, and this time you might actually give me the answer. Are bills going to fall this year in line with the fall in wholesale prices?
They won't. I think it's unlikely they'll fall this year. I've got to be perfectly frank with you there, Declan, because most of the gas for this year has already been bought now. Looking forward, we'd like to think that prices could come down.
Okay, Phil, thank you very much for coming in and having a little bit of a grilling there, but I think it was slightly deserved. Thanks very much.